Hi everybody, welcome to the channel which is on commerce and business management. All the videos on this channel will be related to the concepts of business management, concepts of commerce. So let's start today's topic on introduction to law. Very interesting topic. What is law is what we'll be learning. Much before that, why are we studying about or why are we talking about law? Now, because we are people who are living in a society. Every individual has to live in a society. So that's why we say a man is a social animal. A man is a social being. And when he lives in a society, he comes in contact with different people. Now, who are these different people? These different people are in different capacities. He comes into contact with these different people. For example, if you have to say, you have to come in contact. If you are a tenant, you have to come in contact with a landlord. And if you are a taxpayer, you have to come in contact with the government. If you are a seller, you have to come in contact with a customer. Then if you are a buyer, you have to come in contact with a supplier. So likewise, it is very inevitable that you cannot live without coming in touch or coming in contact with another person. So inevitable consequence of modern civilization is that we have to live in a society and we have to come in contact with others. So in all these associations, what you are speaking about is you are expected to observe a code, or you call it as set of rules. Every individual who lives in a society. Then what is this law? What is law? Definitely law is general terms. If you have to speak about law in general terms, they give, if you ask any individual, if I ask you also, you will say what is law for you, you will say, you will give a different meaning. What it means to you, you will give that meaning to me. So if I ask a citizen, he will say law for him is set of rules. What are these set of rules? He says I have to obey them. Now if I ask a lawyer will say law for him is a practice, because he thinks he is a person who is practicing this law. It is his vocation. If I ask a legislator, he will look at this law, he will say something what I have created, this law is created by me, is what a legislator will say. If I ask a judge, he will say that this law is like a guiding principle for me to apply it, to make a decision, to bring out a decree. Now that is what is a general terminology, but in definition, in the terms of definition, if you have to define the concept of law, in the words of Solomon, law is defined as a body of principles. Now these principles which are recognized, which are applied by the state in administration of justice. If I have to administer fair justice to people, I have to apply this law. Woodrow Wilson also defined law. He has defined it as that portion of established habit and thought of mankind which has gained a distinct and formal recognition in the shape of uniform rules which are backed by the authority and power of the government. So law is something, what you say, it is not static because it is changing. I cannot apply that law which was existing way back when Gandhi has brought us independence. Still now same law is not applied. It is changing. So that's why law is not static. It is changed according to the requirement which are therein. So law is changed to fit the requirements of the society, and law is prevailing in a society at any point of time. It must be in conformity with the general sentiments of the people. People have a lot of sentiments. You cannot say that I will not think about the sentiments of the people, I will just bring any kind of principle, any kind of rule what you have to follow. No. Then you have to also think about the customs, and then you have to bring law into existence, and also aspiration of its people. So law is a real phenomenon having a real existence in relation to the facts of human affairs. Now what is the purpose of this law? What is the very object, for the reason for which law is existing? What is the object of law? Object of law is order. So what is the result of the order? That that men are enabled to look ahead with some sort of security. Always we will think, we will have that fear, no, when night comes in, that no thief should rob us, nobody should come into, no burglary should happen, Who are there for us for that security? We say police is there, right? We have police, we can go and talk. So it is a sense of security, some sort of security that law is existing, right? In the context of emerging India, the main object of law is considered to be established in socio-economic justice and remove that imbalance which is existing in the economic structure. Now, in pre-independence era, when you see, the principal concern of the government was limited to only maintain law and order in the country. But now, when you see, that situation has changed. If you see, the fundamental task of broadening the horizons, the welfare of the society is being pursued by the legislation covering the entire gamut of social activity. So this is what is the introduction to law, and this is where I would bring it to an end. Okay, so if we speak about contracts, we will be speaking about what is a contract, what is the definition of contract, what are the essential elements of a contract. That's it.